Alright, let's see how this does. So today starts the Return to Drangleic, which is an event the Reddit community is putting on to basically revive the multiplayer for this. Although it seems like it still had its loyal players. It looks like I was peeking a bit. I'll need people to let me know how my audio is. I got started a little bit last night because I always play the deprived. Okay. Alright, sounds good. So I got started a bit last night because starting as a deprived leaves you with literally nothing, and I wanted to have an actual, like, weapon to fight with and stuff. So I leveled up just enough to use the Hide Knight sword, which is just a great early game weapon. But I have not done any bosses yet. For some reason, I just find that this is the Souls-like game that I feel the desire to come back to most. Ouch. I think part of it is just I find the atmosphere and, like, theming it's going for a lot more interesting than the more epic fantasy tones of Miyazaki's Souls games. And that's not to say that his work is inferior or anything. Most people prefer his work, but I just kind of vibe with the story being basically the entire world has depression. Also, let me know if the game is too loud. Nope. He didn't have a whole lot of involvement with this one. Although this game evidently did have a pretty troubled development. This was basically what they did while, this was what a B team did while Miyazaki's A team was working on Bloodborne. And I love both of these games, this and Bloodborne, a lot. So, instead of... I don't have to be ashamed of my face anymore. Shades are something that are only in this game and have never returned. Basically, it's very similar to being summoned as a phantom, but you are only there for a limited amount of time. Yeah, I was hollowed a bit. This game also has a mechanic where you will lose HP if you hollow too much. It appears I do have a naked man on my team. Okay. You can fight the second boss of this route early if you come up here, but you only get one chance. This is the Pursuer. He's a big fuck-off dude with a sword. There's a lot of those in this game. I've been spoiled by how much starting stamina Elden Ring gives you. Ouch. So the canonical reason for that is that apparently acquiring a large amount of souls actually increases your physical size, so that's why, like, older NPCs are just massive. Also, one of these people keeps parrying, and what a king. Alright, and that's the second boss done before the first boss. He gives a ring that increases attack power, which is pretty handy, because weapon scaling is kinda strange in this one. Anyway, I have a cool 20,000 souls now. Which might be enough to get me 10 or 20 levels. The leveling curve on this game is shockingly lenient. Ooh. I'm not planning on going for magic at this moment, though I might change my mind. There are weapon like, traps in chests for weapons and stuff. This is a door you can only open by attacking it and letting the enemies on the other side. This is the imported set. It is what you were wearing at the very start of the game. Because if I wasn't wearing this set, I would otherwise be naked. I think this game has my favorite armor sets in the series, and just art style in general. Uh-oh. And inside here, I forget what's in this one. I don't have a lockstone yet, but I should get one. Oh, okay. It is a life ring, which increases your HP by a negligible amount, but I don't have anything else. But yeah, the look of this game is just entirely unique for the series. I kind of like that they went for a painterly look.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits.
Right, so Pate here is basically like the patches of this game. Except he is not, unlike most Souls games, he is not, trying to harm you, he is trying to harm someone else. So you are spared from his trickery, for the most part, although he did just send us in here, and... Also, Hidden Walls work differently from basically the rest of the Souls series, or all of the Miyazaki titles at least. Instead of attacking a wall, you just press A up against it. This is how invisible walls worked in the Kingsfield series. So I'm kind of amused that they brought that back. All the shades are gone.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers. Oh, but you should take this. It allows undead to call out for help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
So, the Curse of the Undead from Dark Souls 1 has basically gotten out of hand, and an unknown amount of time has passed. It's unclear whether Drangleic has any connection to Lordran, I think, but this game plays pretty fast and loose with the first game's lore when it does decide to reference it. Alright, that raises item discovery, so I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab this Pharaoh's Lockstone. These are basically like stone sword keys in Elden Ring, and then this fragrant branch of lore, Yor, which is also similar to stone sword keys, but in a different way. We're gonna pop back over to Majula. Majula is basically your hub area. It is my favorite hub area in the series. It's this sad little crumbling town occupied by an emo girl.
Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
And the leveling curve is also very different in this game than in the Miyazaki games. It's a lot more lenient, but also this game is just in general a lot more lenient with Souls 2, because it uses the soul memory system, which is a thing. Alright. This also has the controversial adaptability stat, which is basically like the stat that determines how many iframes you get when you roll. So I want this to be about 20 before I finish the game. Short bow in there. I think I already have a short bow too. Yeah.
Ah yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
So, Lenegrast is one of the blacksmiths. I think there's 2 or 3, but the best one is in a place called the Lost Bastille. I'm pretty sure the iframes fall off after a while. I met a researcher who gave me a key to this house earlier, and it has a big-ass book in it. Another Pharaoh's Lockstone. I know there's more treasure here, I just always get lost in this house. For some reason, there are also these weird pigs in Majula. There's a chest. Blend it in. Here's the stairs. For some reason, in the basement, there's a weird map of Drangleic, the land this takes place in, and as you start defeating bosses around the game world, little lights on this map will start lighting up. Like in most other Souls games, I would have been able to roll away from that successfully, but because of this game's adaptability, that did not count. So that's the main reason. This game has a lower starting iframe count than the others. And that's the reason it's good to pump it up a bit. The Soul Vessel I just picked up is the item that allows you to respec all of your stats. It is 1 of 5 in the game. Also, if a weird quirk of this game is that the fall damage is much more severe in this one. So if I were to try to jump down there, I would probably die. Majula also has a cat.
Oh.
And she talks.
Chloe. And one without much time remaining. Just about ready to fall apart, I'd say. Not exactly the time to be chatting with a cat. Well, suit yourself. Oh yes, you may call me Shalqua. Enchanté. Ooh, you smell wonderful.
She's such a weird little shit. She keeps track of covenants and also sells a few useful rings, like the name engraved ring, which is basically like the password system from later games, and this weird ring that lets you talk to like one NPC in the game who you otherwise can't. Also this one, which lets you take more fall damage easily.
Nothing suited you, I presume? Well, that's dismaying. Bearer of the curse, seek less.
Every time you talk to her, she almost always just says, Bearer of the curse, seek the king, seek greater souls, lest something or other, but it's basically just bearer, seek lest, because everybody skips her dialogue. Yep. The skip is more well known than her actual dialogue. There's a joke that every single level up maiden in the series has some form of disability, and hers is that she stutters. Ouch. That's not good. Oliver. My cat is wandering around. It was bound to happen eventually. And when you die, you turn into a little freak. Which I prefer to the weird, beef jerky looking motherfucker that you turn into in, the first one. You can also, when you're, in your hollow form like this, you can actually see the curse, physically, as this black vortex on your back. Just a neat touch. I don't think there's actually anything all too important over here until late game. Oh shit. Oh fuck. I've been parried. Prepare for bad gameplay. So yeah, every time you die, a little more of your health bar becomes unavailable, which is based on a mechanic from Demon Souls, where in your soul form, which is your undead form basically, you are capped at half health. Although if you have a certain ring equipped, it only goes to, it only takes away a third of your health or so. Alright, I really just want this chest. Gotta hide my face. This game also plays a lot with impossible space. The world map makes very little sense, kind of by design. Why don't you lay down? Why don't you relax? This isn't a boss fight. This game is just broken up and partitioned by a dozen. You stop looking like a zombie when you're a human, and there is a ring in the DLC that lets you look like a human all the time. Why don't you lay down? Thank you. I might have to take a quick cat break soon because my cat is being very needy. Yeah. Good boy. Why don't you relax? Now he is headbutting the microphone. Relax. It's a good boy. We got like 6 inches of snow out of nowhere today. There you go. There, he's laid down in my lap now. Oh. I just picked up the round leather shield. This is a very good early game shield because it doesn't require a lot of strength, and it has a block rate of 90%, which is good for this one. If you want to play with shields, they're a bit demanding in this one, and also not very good in the late game. In my personal opinion. Yo, what the hell? Thanks, I guess.
Don't abandon a poor. My name is Malentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Drangleic's been up a pile of rubble since the war from long, long ago. When the giants crossed the sea. It seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you hear what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up a move of a bargain for you. Next time we meet my lovers.
I've exhausted her dialogue, and she will now come back to Majula. Actually, I'm gonna do a little co-op. One of my roommates decided to see how deep the snow was since it was flush with our front porch. So she stepped off the porch right into the snow, and it went like halfway up her calves. And then we tried to get Oliver to go outside, and he put one paw into the into the snow and immediately backtracked. For some reason, healing is very gradual in this game, which is a blessing at times and a curse at others. Everywhere the pursuer goes, he's always followed by heavy, masked breathing. And he will pursue you. Even though he's a boss fight in this area, he shows up in other areas too. Ooh. What'd you take damage from? Ouch. Anyway, another fresh new 20,000 souls for killing him again. So the number in the top right there is your soul memory. This game tracks every single soul you pick up in the game, and the amount you have is basically how it determines matchmaking, which is a bit of a controversial system. The community doesn't like the soul memory system very much, which is why they've never used it again. I personally prefer the password. Ouch. I prefer the password system myself, because it makes it easier to play with friends. Come on. That was insanely lucky. This person nearly died from that. I can never open this door. I forget how to do it, actually. And then there are some NPCs to summon here. But this is expected usually to be the first boss you fight in the game. This guy skipped the cutscene. The last giant. He then rips off his arm and uses it as a weapon. Giants are strange dudes, and they have holes where their faces would be, normally. Tokens of fidelity are a faction currency. Basically, the way you rank up in various factions is by trading in items you get for doing multiplayer. So the token of fidelity is actually one that you use for the friendly invaders who, the Blue Phantoms, or the Blue Sentinels specifically. Okay. Ooh, Sypha. And Fatty Rips. Great. Anyway, I'm gonna go kill that giant now. Finally jumping. Uh-oh. I've never been invaded down here before. This is definitely another player. Oh, they have an early Murakumo. Nope. Get back here. Oh, they have an early Zuli the Witch outfit. Let's summon Mild-Mannered Pate. Summoning NPCs is how you advance a lot of their quest lines. There's also no real HP increase for summoning in this game, which I really like. Or it's not as severe as later games. Instead, there is a slight damage decrease for summoning. Anyway, we steamrolled him. And I have a lot of souls. And I picked up the soldier key, which is useful. But I don't think it opens this door still. But it opens some other ones. Yikes. The problem with this sword is that it's kinda short. We're gonna make a quick trip back to Majula. So how has y'all's day been today?
Bearer of the curse, seek so, seek bless.
I am probably... Yeah, that's about how much agility I want. As for strength and dex, I actually don't know where I want to put those yet, so I won't. Equip load is its own stat in this game, for reasons I do not understand. Also, no matter what you level up, you'll always get a pittance of extra HP for it. Which is kinda nice, because no matter what, it feels like your HP always grows with you.
You, stand back. The name's Lenigrast. Just a simple blacksmith. And you are? Another useless traveler. A man ought to labor with his feet planted firmly in the earth. Not roam around like you flirtatious vagabonds. Oh, what does it matter? Go on, show me what you've got. Your equipment. Let me have a look. But do it quick.
So... I'm gonna need to pop a few of my soul items so I can afford him.
What? I'll be around.
I just need to get one more.
What? I'll be around.
He'll be around. I'm gonna drop off some of my weapons. Oh yeah, binoculars are weapons in this one. I'm not planning on using sorceries anytime in the near future. Actually, I'm gonna want to hold on to this for now. There we go. Yeah, I want to hold on to these right now. Knowledge of the skies? No, I don't want to go to Hyde's Tower quite yet. Ouch. One of the reasons the Hyde sword is good is that it attacks in vertical swings when it's one-handed. Which is great for when you are in tight spaces. Amber herbs are items that restore spell charges. This uses a spell slot system instead of a the FP or MP system from the current games in the series. The reason they originally stopped doing that was because in Demon Souls, magic was grossly overpowered, so they introduced spell charges instead to try to nerf it a little bit. I don't know if it worked. Ouch. This is normally where you would actually fight the pursuer, but we can't do that anymore because I kinda killed him. Huh. A regular greatsword. I can't use it. There are some high requirements. However, this armor looks nice. And I still fast roll. Basically, equip load determines less how many iframes you get, and more how far you travel when you roll. I'm not going to be using the shield all too much. So I'm going to drop that for lower weight. Now we're going to do a totally normal person thing. Sure. No. And just stand in this bird's nest and get kidnapped. Where Dark Souls 1 was very intertwined and Demon's Souls was strictly level-based, this game kinda borrows a little bit of both. It's still kind of level-based, although everything branches and connects together more like a tree. Like the branches of a tree than a, or maybe a spider web. It's not as interconnected as Dark Souls 1. Just gonna walk along this balcony. Ow. I think that hurt my ears more than my character, though. The game isn't too loud, is it? Oh. Guess who's back? But joke's on him, I have high adaptability now. Alright, I just ate shit there. Alright. One sec, I want to look up where a certain item is that is very helpful. Alright. That is not what I was looking for. There's a ring that reduces how much hollowing you undergo when you die. There is also a ring that eats the souls that, when you kill enemies so that you don't, level or increase your soul memory. Have to go to Hyde's Tower of Flame to get what I'm interested in. But first, I want to kill the Pursuer and unlock Dwarf Man. There he is. I would rather heal than if I'm missing, like, half of my HP or more. Here we go. He doesn't give as much souls as the first time you fight him, but he does drop a twinkling titanite, which is basically like a somber smithing stone. And it gives you the... Ooh, actually that fragrant branch of yore is pretty important. And it gives me another covetous silver serpent ring. I can't wear both, though. And right here, we have my favorite character in the game, Lucatiel.
What is it? I don't know you, and you don't know me. Things are better that way. You are an odd one. Normally, people keep a safe distance when they see this mask. But you... I'm called Lucatiel. From the land of Mira to the far east, across the mountains. They say Drangleic brims with powerful souls. And so I came to claim my share. But what a strange place. Even the rumors did not prepare me. You are an odd one indeed. I've always made a point of avoiding people, while you've made a point of engaging me. I can see that you are mid-journey. If you require assistance, I will help you. I come from Mira, a land of knights. My sword is always ready. Don't hesitate to call upon me. Whatever happens, I won't be missed. You are an odd one.
Okay, I think I've exhausted her dialogue. Antiquated key. I will need that later. Is this... Yes, this is the top. You can climb up here. To get an extra Titanite shard. So, these guys are using fire weapons, so when they attack, they blow these powder kegs up. And sometimes that means they die. I want my throwing knives. There's also an extremely easy to miss shortcut right there, that little door. You have to open it from the other side though. It is also extremely hard to land in, so most people don't bother. I actually didn't know about it until yesterday. And then this you need to push down here, because there's a crack in that wall. And it missed. Come here. So that's bleed damage building up. Bleed damage works unique in this game and in this game only. Instead of doing a large amount of HP damage, like every other Souls-like, it instead... Come on. Come on. Please, just a little further to the left. What have I done? This barrel... is cursed. There we go. No, go back against the wall. I've got to have a firebomb in here somewhere. I do not. I don't have any fire weapons. What? Where are you going? Alright, I'm going to try to push this back up the hill because I don't want to run from all the way here again. But I might have to. Yeah. I will. I'd rather do this than fight with physics. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick. We'll be right back. Sorry about that break, I just ate dinner and now Oliver is asking me to play with him. What's that? Yeah, I want to, would you be willing to try, unfollowing me and then refollowing me? I want to see if this works. Or if it just doesn't allow, allow refollows like that to set off the notification ping. Well, I just got a pyromancy off of them. So basically, fire magic is its own thing in this game. And doesn't require you to invest in a wisdom or intelligence to use it. Come on. Come on. Alright. This game is being cringe. What's that? Oh, did you get it?
Bearer of the curtain, seek.
Alright. Yes. There, I have insurance now. That way, if things go wrong, I can just use my firebombs. Alright. Actually have no idea where you get the pyromancy flame in this game. Oh. Okay. That's neat. Bye. So something interesting about this game is after you kill an enemy a certain amount of times, they actually stop spawning in the world. But it's more than 10. I think it's somewhere between 12 and 16. No, come here. That's better. I don't care if he blows up that one. Please work! There we go. That's the only way to get this bonfire. And this is where you meet Macduff. The other smith. But he won't work for us because we don't have fire for him. So we gotta light our torch in the bonfire. So torches work kind of weird. They are on a time limit, and instead of being an infinite thing, but there are sconces all over the place. And every time you pick up an extra torch, it increases the time limit by 5 minutes. Tons of upgrade materials here. And then the armorer's hammer. Or the craftsman hammer. There's a lot of weird gimmick weapons in this game. And this is one of them. This one isn't actually too bad. It's got a pretty solid strength scaling and pretty solid base damage too. But I'm gonna keep using the hide sword. The embers are how you upgrade your weapons higher and higher. And infuse weapons. But I don't have every ember, so there's a few things I can't do. Like occult, or raw, or my favorite, mundane, which is a completely batshit scaling system. These guys can drop souls of the undead. I'm going to, now that I've gotten Macduff's workshop, I'm going to go to a different area for a little bit. I'm going to go to Hyde's Tower of Flame, which is one of the other 4 routes you can go from Majula. It is in the opposite direction of the Forest of Fallen Giants in the Lost Bastille. And it is full of big dudes. Who drop cracked blue eye orbs. I can't use it yet. And these are the actual Hide Knights. They have very erratic movements, so they're hard to predict. I'm gonna put down my sign here. Blue eye orbs are invasion items, but they only let you invade people who invade other people. So it's more like getting vengeance on or getting vengeance for people who have been killed by invaders. The main reason I am coming here... Also, every time you die, your summon sign goes away. The main reason I'm coming here, though, is because there is a ring here I want. Also a shield. There's a shield here that increases item discovery. Why don't you go see everyone downstairs? Why don't you go say hi to everyone downstairs, Oliver? Hmm? Hi. Did you hop up? Hop up? Good boy. There you go. Sir, my cat is standing in front of my monitor. Now he's pawing at my character. Come here. Come here. Why don't you come sit? This is why I don't do savage raiding in 14. Or at least not very often. Come on! Good boy. There you go. Good boy. Are you just cranky because it's cold out? So killing these guys pulls up these levers, and that increases the size of that arena down there. You don't have to pull all of these, and I probably won't because it's very easy to push the boss in there off of that arena. Kill this one first. An even trade. There we go. Okay, the Hyde Knights are starting to aggro over here. I wasn't sure if they did that before killing the Dragon Rider. Those are the old knights. Yes! Time for co-op. Ah yes, 000. Everybody's favorite. Oh. Oh. I'm not losing. I gotta reset the game real quick. There we go, it should be online again. For some reason, this game struggles with its connection every now and then, like that. It was actually offline for a while because there was a exploit that, yeah, it's not worth it. I'm going back. There's an exploit that, basically left this game's netcode, vulnerable for hackers to, like, invade people's, PCs or something. So they just turned off multiplayer until, like, a few months ago. Yeah, it was bad. And I kinda like the multiplayer in these games. Let's put down my sign again. Is it connected to Steam again? I'm not convinced. Alright, I'm just gonna reset the game. There we go. That other character there, Medea LRM, was actually a beta version of Cersei. Okay, here. Now the multiplayer is definitely back on. Ooh. That was fast. Oh no. Smelter Demon is a boss in this game from a later part. This is the game that actually introduced backstabs that are more complex than just, putting your fist in someone's ass. Oh, fuck me. Oh, that's... I think that's the death I'm most ashamed of. Fisting the pig in Bloodborne is meta. There. That's better. I just want my beautiful face back. In my sleep-deprived state last night, I was genuinely pretty happy with how my character turned out. Alright, bye. My biggest problem with this sword is how short its range is. Ouch. Right, got places to be. Ouch. I was out of stamina. Ouch. Alright, maybe they'll come back to the bonfire and resummon me again. I will put my sign down, though. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Ooh, pale stone. What's that do? I think this is for... oh. That is for removing an aspect from your equipment. You gonna have a problem, sir? God, I do not care for that attack pattern. I find that attack very hard to read. I have plenty of human effigies, I think. I will summon people. Oh, there's no one to summon. Might as well put my sign back down then. I'm not satisfied to the start I'm off to. There we go. This is a lot of souls. I'm gonna go cash these in and then grab a few Estus shards.
Bearer of the curse, seek so, seek less.
This is one of the other pathways you can head in. It leads to an area called the Shaded Woods. Drangleic sword asks for a lot of sats. There's also a funny guy here using a very familiar weapon.
See that statue? Gives me the willies. You stare at it for long enough, it starts to look alive. It just doesn't seem quite right. There are no craftsmen round these parts. Hey, you don't think a real-life person was turned to stone, do you?
There is a strange petrified woman. Actually, alright, before I do this, I want to do something else before I do this, so. I will unpetrify her in a moment, though. But the fragrant branches of yore petrified people, which is great, because sometimes that's how you meet very interesting NPCs. You are clawing me, sir. So, we're going to go back here first. After I beat the the last giant, I got a ring, or a key. We're gonna use that key in 2 areas. I always think you can get to it through that way, but you can't. I'm just wrong. But you can open this door. And through here, you can get a Grand Lance, which I will not be using. And get a few amber herbs, and there's a funny looking guy. You need a certain item to actually open this door, though, and I do not have it yet. Come on. This is one of Vendrick's knights, Vendrick being the king that we are supposed to seek. Drop your sword, it looks cool. Wrong thing. There we go. Now I can pick up more things. Do I have any butterflies? I do not have any butterflies. We're gonna light our torch. Hop back down. Oh, what the fuck? I did not expect that to do so much damage. We're going to light this sconce. And then a skeleton popped out. When you get bled, instead of losing a chunk of HP, instead your stamina bar just gets cut in half for a short amount of time. So it's still bad, but it's not as completely overpowered, and it's less useful in PvE. I don't need this anymore. And there are 3 dudes up here. Ouch. That guy has a bow. And, for whatever reason, there's a bonfire here, and there is Dennis. Dennis is a bitch. And I do not like him. Dennis is an NPC. Oh, that's not good. I could not kill Dennis. Thank you. There we go. Unfortunately, treasure chests that are wooden are destroyable, and there are still mimics in this game. So you basically get one free hit to determine whether or not they are real. sword is that? There we go. Get a human effigy for my trouble. And I got some leather armor, which is what I came here for. Alright, now we can go back to Majula. These guys will come attack me if I do not deal with them now. They will ambush you. You all right?
I've been petrified. Hard to speak. Give me a moment, please. I'm fine. I think. No. I'm fine. Really, I am.
You're right, she's fine.
My name is Rosabeth. Thank you so much for rescuing me. Oh, you're that traveler. I still haven't thanked you. Well, I'm quite a hand at pyromancy. So perhaps you could consider this my thanks.
Cannot use that yet.
I was attacked and turned to stone, I think. I owe you my life. If you had not come... Oh, I feel shameful wearing these rags. I hate to burden you further, as you've already saved my life. But just look at me. My clothes are in tatters. Do you have any clothing that you could spare?
Anyway, you get to give her spare clothing.
I'm not particular when it comes to apparel. Anything at all will do. Just put it on the ground, and I'll change into it later.
So I'm gonna give her this nice leather set I just picked up.
I have my very own teacher. His name is Carillion of the Fold, a famed sorcerer in Melfia, our hometown. I was fascinated by sorcery, and so, well, he's so unique, you see. When he set out for Drangleic, I couldn't let him go alone. But we were separated. Quite early on, I'm afraid. I'm rather unskilled. My lord probably ditched me. But, oddly, I'm a fast learner when it comes to pyromancy. What we're fascinated by, and we're skilled at, are not always the same thing. Oh, why can't I just focus on what I truly enjoy? Oh dear, I shouldn't be so choosy. Thank you so much. I'm very happy for this gift. After I change into this, I'm heading for Majula. I'm not sure where I might find the Lord, but perhaps Majula is my best chance.
Alright. So she's going back to Majula now. And it's time to get ambushed. There would be 6 people in this room if I had not killed those 2 a moment ago. And also a basilisk. That's what got her earlier. Majula. Do you think she vapes? Yay, more heals. Yay, a bonfire. It's a little dwarf. Dwarves just swing anvils around for some reason. It's a little silly, but I kinda like it. Then again, this is also the Souls game with a cat that flirts with you, so... Nope. No. Here we go. Life gems are good. Alright, that's what mostly all I wanted. But I do want to venture a little further. Unfortunately, in this one, you are not invulnerable when you are backstabbing. I'm very concerned about their bulbous sacks. soul items. Alright, I will need to make even more detours eventually. We're going to go this way. It is best not to linger in these woods, because if you hear other footsteps around you, that means that there are ghosts in the woods. Anyway, there's a head here. Ow. Basically, these enemies are disguised to look like player phantoms. This is Vengarl. Sup, bro?
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be. What business have you here, traveller? You may call me Vengarl, if I deserve a name in this sorry state. 'Tis rare to flap these guns. This is pleasant. Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me. So I thought, I came to, and found myself like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really. Now I watch the days go by, and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things. Far removed from war, I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now. I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance, but I want to warn you of something. My body, I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me. My body, wielding my sword, a sword forged only to kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away. I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation. If I can help you, if you require something, do speak up.
A little morbid, but he does give us my beloved. I cannot wield it yet.
May we meet again, one day soon.
I can wield it, okay. This weapon is quite good in this game, because this game is significantly slower than Dark Souls 3 and definitely slower than Elden Ring. Oh yeah, if you attack the trees here, they moan. I don't know why. What is that old sun ring? Explodes at damage threshold. This seems like an extremely silly ring. Oh lord. The greatsword is so heavy that it's putting me over my, it's putting me into fat rolling territory. Shit. The Drangleic sword isn't that much worse than the greatsword, although it does have a significantly higher dex requirement. And there's no way to get around dex requirements.
Here to see, however.
But I'll probably build towards the Drangleic sword for now, and then in time switch to something I prefer. Oh, shoot. I just remembered. There's a ring I ignored. You need a Pharaoh's Lockstone to get it. Just gonna pop down here real quick. Stuff a thing in this thing's mouth. Alright, now there's a wall we can punch, but it's only when they have a face on them. And we get a Chloranthy ring, which is like, It boosts your stamina recovery speed, which is very good. And we get a Titanite slab, which is basically like the ancient dragon smithing stone. Alright, that's all I needed here. There's not a whole lot else in the Forest of Fallen Giants of real note that I can think of. There's a fire longsword, but I don't really need it. I think that prism stone. Where'd that prism stone go? Oh. Let's see if people are still summoning here. think this game is probably one of the more lenient ones with most weapon upgrading. Unless you're using a boss weapon. Boss weapons, there is not a whole lot of upgrade materials for them, so you have to be picky. But otherwise, it encourages you to explore the huge list of weapons this game has. One of the weapons you can get is a soup ladle, and there is a way to make the soup ladle a viable weapon using a mundane build. Oh hey, Freya. His name is Gabriel. This game's, weirdly very trigger-happy about, censoring names. So the way mundane builds work is that you have basically mundane builds scale off of your lowest stat, but if every stat is the same, it scales off of all of your stats. Which is why you can make literally any weapon viable with a mundane build, but it's a pain in the ass to maintain. Where you going, buddy? Uh-oh. Good boy. You gonna heal us? Nope. Bro. Chill out with the life gems. That's bad. The Umu has awoken. Oliver, I need you to move. Oh, thank God it was just a sweep. Basically, one of the items this guy drops is a shield that increases your rate of item discovery, which is super helpful. And you can combine different items to make to increase your rate. They all stack. And then up here there's a ring that makes it so that you take less damage, or you lose less max HP every time you die. Very similar to the soul ring from Demon Souls. And this boss, the old Dragon Slayer, is a shameless reuse of a boss from Dark Souls 1. Actually, he's one of the most beloved bosses from Dark Souls 1. But he has hexes now. Oh, just did a bug bounce. Alright. I'm alive again, and I have all my flasks back. Ouch. Ouch. Go back to your hole. I'm gonna go see if I can summon someone. Damn. My soul memory might be too high. Yeah, I'm already at 100,000. Although thankfully the level of soul memory, which the matchmaking in this game is batshit, but soul memory level is starts out very tight together and then starts getting more spread out. I'm not actually going to wear this. Why is Discord saying I have so many notifications? One sec. Oh. It was my FF11 group. Yikes. It would be real unfortunate if I died with 20,000 souls on the line. Lightning in this game is one of the best attunements in the game, and the Hide Sword natively does lightning damage. Going to hope I get summoned again. Because it would be really nice not to have to sit at the bonfire and respawn all these guys. I'm also just doing very bad this boss run. It's not worth... Might as well spend these souls. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, that'd be a down. Would it? Actually, we can test this. Now, let's see. Yep, this is better. And it takes Twinkling. Okay. Twinkling Titanite is much more of a... Actually, I don't know if you can farm it. Let me check. Okay, it does... It does infinitely or you can get infinite, okay. Okay, before I get off, I do want to write how many branches do I have? I wanted to show you the gender coffin, but I will have to do that another time. I think I might hop off for now, because I have been on for a bit. But thank you for watching me play video game. I really like this game a lot. Night.